Hey guys, this is Maduba John from MJCdesigns. Welcome to today's video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how I created this handrail, this type of railing. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification button so you don't miss videos like this. Now let's get started, guys. Okay, so the first thing we do is we have to get the measurement of what we want, which is the panel, this panel right here. From here to here, you have to get the measurement of the panel. That is, you have to determine how many panels you want for a total length of your rail. Okay, now we want 2 panels, and each panel is about 1200 mm. Okay, and now this is the post and this is the post. So that means in between each 2 posts, we have 2 panel length. So we are going to use a slab and create full measurement right there, 12 by 800. Okay, 12 by 800. No, let's make it 12 by 700. All right, now the reason, sorry, 12 by 700. Now the reason I'm making it 700 is because we are likely going to have the pipe right here, which is the pole. I'm going to take it to the 3D right now. As you can see, we have this from here to here is about 900 mm. All right, now we have this space right here, which is about 100, and then this little space right here. So with all, when you add all this space, you should have at least this right here should be about this is 86. Simply means that this the height of this post right here should be more than 900, as you can see. Okay, so let's just make it 800. You can always increase it. So the next thing you do is use your line. Okay, use your line to create those shapes. All right, use a line to create those shapes. But before we do, instead of using slab, let's just use lines instead. Later we'll use slab. Take the shape and then offset. Before you offset, these lines are grouped already. All you need to do is suspend the group and offset by create a copy of it, move it out and take it back to that same position, then offset it by about 50. Okay, now that's fine. Let's delete the slab we have, or just shift it somewhere, just push it somewhere here. So you take your line and start creating those shapes. Okay, so I won't bore you with just start creating those shapes like so. So guys, we're done with all these stressful patterns. So what we do is, now we have achieved all the lines, we have identified all the lines we need for this particular purpose, and we are going to use our slab and change the settings This is the thickness right here, slab thickness, and we want the thickness to be 35, and 0 is meant to be 0. And let's change the material. Material should be something like that, metal iron. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to pick this slab right here and click this, right? Now what we did, we just fixed in this slab into the shape by holding down your shift and then you click. Let me do this operation again. So what you do is make sure you have your slab settings done, and then you pick the settings. You can easily just draw it right there, or just use your magic wand tool. Make sure that, as you can see under here, your slab must be selected, and then you hold down your space and click the shape right there. Okay, now we have our slab all around. So what we need to do right now is we have to create this space right here. This has to be an open space, right? So we are going to click this, right? Make sure your slab is selected and click this right here, this line right here, to create the hole. Okay, now we have created the hole, as you can see. Now the next thing to do is to create this pattern with your slab. All you need to do is go to your slab again. The settings are there, right? The settings are there. Then you click this right here to create the shape, this big shape right here. Okay, where we have to cut out the patterns we created. Okay, this is the shape. We are going to use our magic wand tool to create the pattern. As you can see, the thickness is 35, and this is meant to be bigger than 35, which is at least 50, or let's say 35, and let's leave it at 35 and reduce this instead. Okay, we'll leave this as 20. Okay, see, because it has to be very light. So let's create a pattern. You click your slab, select the slab right there, and then you start creating the holes one by one again. Okay, this is not too stressful like creating the pattern. The pattern is quite stressful, and you have to be very patient and very creative about it too. Okay, so I'm going to do all this and skip. As you can see, our shape right there. Now that's our shape right there, and this is, let's see what we have. Very beautiful, very beautiful. As you can see, the thickness right there, you have to have the thickness. Let's adjust this, make it a little bit like 15 or 15, yeah, 15, so 15, and then minus, this is 35, 15, has to be in the center. If you remove 15 from 35, you have 20, then you just say minus 10, so it will go down to the center. Then you have that right there. Okay, so that's pretty much how to create the panel. And the next thing we do is you select the panel, okay, and then you convert it to morph, right? Convert to morph. Okay, before you convert to MOF, you can make a copy just in case you made a mistake. Make a copy so that you don't have to repeat this thing again. But there's no need for me to do that. So I haven't converted to MOF. You make sure you join them, union, Boolean operations, and then you join them so that they will be one entity, right? Then the next thing you do is go to document, go to elevation, or viewport rather, go to elevation so we can rotate this stuff right here. Okay, the essence of converting it to MOF is so that we can rotate it. We are still in the process of creating panel. This should be the panel. Then you rotate, because so when you rotate and you have something like this, okay, which is this. So what you do is you convert to object. Okay, you convert to object, or let's convert to object, call it panel 2. Okay, now the essence of converting to object is because just in case if you click the object, you notice that that's what that's it right there. Okay, the essence of converting to object is because so that we would be able to adjust. You can easily adjust it. Okay, you can easily adjust it just in case you want to adjust. And there's another way you can convert to panel. Okay, that's the railing panel. Convert to railing panel, and just write panel right there, rail, and you save. Okay, so I'm going to show you the reason I converted to object and also converted to panel. That's two videos. You have to pick the one you want. Okay, so let's jump right into placing it right here. So we go to our rail, pick this particular one, right? Go to the settings. Okay, you don't need this, just click and remove. This is the panel that came with, which is the baluster. You don't need it, just click and remove. Or that's the panel right there, just in case you want to add the panel. But before you add the panel, just remove this, which is the balusters. Remove. This is the post. Okay, the posts, you can increase the diameter to 50. This right here we can increase to 50 or 40. For 50, let's use 50. And this, no, this right here we can make it 40. Let's make sure it is linked. And this right here, let's leave it at 50 as C. This right here 50, make it linked. This right here, and make it 45 for now. Okay, so I want a situation whereby the post have to be at least 1.2, which is, but this is 1000. I'm going to change it to 1.2. Okay, so you can see it has increased. And then we are going to add the panel. Okay, now you go to your panel and check. This is where you won't see the panel here. Okay, this is for baluster, this is panel. Then you go to your panel, click here, go to your panel, and you select the one you just created. Okay, this right here. Okay, this is it. So you just, all these are the distance between the posts. We have it to be 0, and the distance between this right here, we need it to be 0, and the distance between that one right there, we should just leave it as 50 for now. So you say okay. All right, and then you draw. Let's draw it on this one. Okay, so I'm going to press F5 to show you what we have. Our panel is not showing. You have to create, you have to add. Since you have selected this panel as what we need, so you just have to click this plus sign and add it. Okay, so that it will show. So you can see there is, this is the reason I usually don't use panel. I have to do it with what's it called, object. So you can see, because if there is any, this is 1 2, okay, 1 2 from here to here, 1 2, and if there is any space, there is no way it will take that shape. Okay, it will also take 1 2. So this is what we are going to do is try to make sure that we don't have this particular space right here, and it is quite stressful. So what we are going to do is this, we increase this by let's say 50. See what we have. Okay, now we see that our panel have space, which is not supposed to be so. So we are going to go to our panel right here and make, let's say, add 10 to all these. Okay, 10. Let's see what it gives us. So it's adjusting. Going to adjust it like so. 15, 15, 15. 20, 20, 20. Okay, so we're trying to make sure to remove this particular one, right? So what we are going to do is, that's the problem right there. Okay, that's the problem right there. So just shift this particular post, or we have to increase this space right here to 1 3. Let's see if we have, as you can see, we don't have that post right there again. Okay, so it would disappear. Okay, so the next thing you do is start adjusting this gradually, and this right here we have to reduce the posts to this point, okay, to that point, so that that one would disappear too the same way. And then we'll start adjusting our settings, like for instance this post, the thickness, should be about 50, and this post right here we should have it at least 50, and this right here we should have it at least 50 or 40. That's the end, okay. And we are going to increase this to this, make it 50, okay, and this 50. If it is too big, you can always reduce it. Make it 45. So you can see we have issues here. We have issues here. Even if we try to adjust it, there will still be space right here. Okay, there will still be space right here, even if we try to adjust it, because this is just, let's see if there will still be space. Okay, so we're trying to fit into the original rail we have. So we're going to adjust this a bit. And see what we have. So even at that, as you can see this space, you can see this space, you can see this space right here. Okay, it simply means that we didn't really properly calculate our panel. So if you didn't get the panel correctly and you have issues making it fit, all you need to do, so you can see this one is fitted right here, but basically what I do, which is very very easy for me, I just make sure I remove the panel. I remove the panel and create the space right there. Okay, the space are just right there, and what the next thing you do is go to your object panel we created before, right there, click it, just drop it and fit it into that space. It's flexible this way. You can always reduce the slenderness. As you can see, this space right here which we are trying to fit, you can always just stretch it. Okay, sorry, as you can see, that's it right there. All you need to do is just place it right at the appropriate position. I think it's faster and more reliable this way. Okay, and then you just copy the other panel, that's it right there, copy same thing. As you can see, this is not the same. Just reduce the stuff, make a copy again. Do the same thing here. As you can see, so click the rail, change the materials. Okay, all right. So as you can see, we have our railing intact. All right, you might want to remove this just in case you think the lower rail, we don't need it. Go ahead and, but first of all, check the measurement. This is the height of it, rail height 70. Just go ahead and remove it. Okay, if you think we don't need it and it still looks nice like this, we actually do not need it. So this is how to create a rail. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.